Welcome to Champion Culture, the podcast, a weekly live show where we explore the power of culture and leadership in business. I'm Ryan McCarty.
And I'm George Rogers, and we go live every week to learn from each other and hear from other experts about how to effectively champion our team members and ourselves. So join us live every Wednesday on our social networks or subscribe. You can listen to Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Now, let's champion your culture.
Gobble, 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 yo.
Turkey, 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 turkey. It's like click, click, click.
It ain't hump day. It's almost turkey day.
It's almost turkey day.
Hey, happy turkey day. Yo.
Happy pre-turkeyness. You welcome everybody to Champion Your Culture, the podcast. As we get started here, we go right into the food. As you can tell, we may or may not have been talking about food, and we're a little bit hungry.
My hands are sweating. I'm so hungry, yo.
It's preparation day.
Yeah,
it's the day before the day.
Yeah,
and it's a huge week for me. It's like a big situation.
Is it?
It's the most stressful week of my life.
Why?
Personally, my Dexter's mom, my sister, her birthday was Sunday.
Yeah.
And then it's also rivalry week, Ohio State versus the team up north, or as we like to call them now, the cheaters up north. Watch out. They might
shout out to everybody up in Michigan.
Yeah, shout out to all our Michigan fans. I can't say the word. It's Miss again, or Wolver Queens.
Like, if there's any podcasts up in Michigan following what we're doing.
If there is, then let it be, let it be. They understand the love-hate is mutual. I guarantee it that is the same. Yeah. And so it's kind of stressful, but also this is our first Thanksgiving back home here in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
If you don't have a place to eat on Thursday, don't come to you're invited to my house.
Don't say that.
You're invited. But it's like preparation, man. Today, as soon as we get done here, I got to go home. I got the turkey already on the brine.
Yep.
24-hour set. I'm doing
You're smoking a turkey.
I'm doing a smoked turkey, and then the wife believes we need to have a traditional turkey.
Yeah.
And so like my turkey, her turkey is basically what she's saying.
Gotcha.
And so you got to have an oven roast.
Have you ever deep fried a turkey?
That's normal. So we in Nashville, my brother Corey would always deep fry the turkey. And so I'm kind of scared about the deep fryer, man. I was going to do that, and I was on TikTok the other day.
Yeah,
what's on TikTok already.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about the fires. and
those are legit. Those are real.
Yeah, you got your grease up too high. I know what it is. But it's just that
it's not the
frozen people don't thaw their turkeys out all the way.
If you got a little chunk of ice in the middle of that turkey,
Bluey.
Don't be a turkey.
Yeah. You won't be a turkey.
Don't be a fried turkey.
Be a fried turkey.
Yeah, a real fried turkey. Your whole house would be a fried turkey.
Darker than I am.
Yo, your whole house, neighborhood, and everything.
The smell.
Your car.
Yeah, it's going to be greasy.
So I've deep fried turkeys, man, for years, and it is a dangerous equipment because you've got gallons of peanut oil boiling over the fire. Right. That's an open fire with no protection. So you drop anything down into that oil and it turns into an absolute bomb, man.
Yeah.
And you've got fire waiting for that oil, man. I mean, it's just like
it's scary.
I've had one scary incident with that, but thankfully we got through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So yeah, it's a lot going on Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, then Friday, it's Black Friday, the shopping, and then I'm gonna be headed to the Arbor place for the game. I'm going to the game.
Nice.
Shout out to my family member, my new family member, Evan.
Yeah.
And his beautiful family invited me. I can't wear red.
Perfect. It's really perfect timing, isn't it? Because didn't Ohio State just jump Michigan in the rating?
Well, we've been number one in the college football ratings, the AP and the coaches poll.
You don't even care about that.
We don't care about this stuff. All that matters is the college football playoff poll.
Yeah,
that's what matters because that's where we're going.
Sure.
We were number one for the first 2 weeks, and then last week Georgia jumped us. We're number two in the AP and coaches poll. We did jump over Michigan from third to two. But this is back-to-back years. Both teams are 11-0. I love it. Before, we were winning 7-8 games. Every ninth game, they will win. So in the last, 20 years, they won, 3 games and then 2 asterisk games because, Spygate.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be vacated. So I don't count that, but they count it.
Yeah.
They count 1,000 wins. And you know what one of those 1,000 wins are?
What?
A high school.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, they played a high school.
And they counted that?
And they counted it as part of their 1,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the team up north for you, man. They don't know how to play in high school. The oldest college in the town, and they play in high school teams in the earlies.
That's harsh, yo. Well, I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I can't even talk right now. I think we've lost 3 games this year, man.
I mean, but that's normal. 2-3 games is kind of like the
Notre
average.
Dame does pretty good all year. We just suck in the playoffs because
that's true.
But maybe
now that you lost 3, you're probably going to win.
Well, we're probably not even going to be in it. But anyway.
I mean, you won't be in a playoff.
No, we're going to win a bowl game. Yeah, we'll win.
Probably go to Music City Bowl.
We'll go to Tostitos Bowl.
Yeah, go to Nashville to Music City Bowl.
We won't get cotton, sugar.
No,
none of that. We're going to get Tostitos, bro.
I don't even know if you can get Fiesta Bowl.
We're going to get the Fruit Loop Bowl.
They got so many bowls. You got Mosquito Bowl, Cheez-It Bowl. Laptop Bowl.
Doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, it's 80.
Don't forget about our Champion Your Culture Bowl coming up.
Hey, that would be cool. Hey, if y'all start sending in some funds, we will be able to sponsor.
That would be sick.
And then we'll pick lucky winners to be able to go to the game.
We'll raise enough money to sponsor Michigan beating another high school team.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's all they can beat without the Spygate. I'm saying all this stuff now, and if we lose Saturday, it's gonna be a miserable drive home.
Yeah, the truth is, I think all of the teams are spying.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was an accepted practice. It's not even against the rules.
Stealing signs is not against the rules. It's traveling pre-games and touring their football games and videotaping. Yeah. And then cyber hacking their practice.
I mean, that's crossing the line a little bit.
I mean, we can go on and on and on and on. I got so many things about that school.
I wonder how college teams are going to use AI.
You know what's funny? I think
because all you have to do is you have to throw all of the team's video into AI and
say, take these signals.
What is the best?
That's what they were doing. They had the Google glasses, spy glasses.
Oh, perfect.
They had the glasses on. He was wearing them during the games.
Yeah.
And all you have to do then is just say, hey, Google.
Yeah. Hey, Google. Record this
every time. Record this. Google. When they raise their right hand, what play happens?
Man, that's going to change everything.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah,
the efficiency.
Yeah,
and college is a little bit different. High school, like you go to high school games. Shout out to my alumni, Ben Davis High School.
What's up, Ben Davis?
They're on their way to the state championship this Saturday. Shout out to the Ben Davis Giants. We beat Center Grove, the 3-time defending champions.
That's awesome.
Sent Center Grove back where they belong. Ben Davis is back on top where we kind of hold the division. As you notice, I have a history of good schools.
Yeah.
Ben Davis, shout out to Ben Davis Giants.
Now, how about Ben Davis playing Michigan?
That probably wouldn't work. I'll be honest. I'm not one of those idiots be like, oh, college teams can play with the NFL, this high school team.
I know.
We played the best version of a college team, a prep school down in Florida. IMG came up to Ben Davis. And they beat us. That's our only loss this year. They beat us.
Yeah.
That tells us, these college kids, they're like pre-freshmen. Mm-hmm. They're already grown men, beards.
Oh yeah,
and 15 tattoos.
They're 15 tattoos. Some of these guys look like they're about 4 years from paying off their mortgage.
Oh, they probably already got their mortgage paid, dude. They're
already saving money for grandkids.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
They got NIL now, so it's cool. It's legit now. You can sell your shoes, autograph a piece of paper for $25.
Man, you would have stayed in the game if that.
Man, I would have stayed in the game. My knee went bad, and then I wasn't. I'll be honest. I was competitive then, but I had a competitive anger, and that didn't mix well. I wasn't very.
You
disciplined.
overdid it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't disciplined. Because I get you after the game.
I learned that you during the game.
I learned that in 7th grade, 8th grade, Ben Davis. What were we? Ben Davis Warriors junior high, and I learned right after a few games that, and I was like, I wasn't like the upfront type person. I was a silent killer.
Yeah,
like I was a silent filer. Like you didn't even know I was going to come to you.
Like that silent.
Like part. I didn't talk. like yeah. Like it just,
here we go again.
Oh shit, this stinks. Yeah, I was very angry, but I was just kind of I was a quiet kid that when it came to that type of situation,
like water boy.
Like I didn't care about the whole sucker punch rule.
You're like water boy.
Yeah,
you get that built-in anger and then you take off. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, I catch you right before you get to the bus.
Wild boy.
I'm the reason why you stumble up the bus. And I didn't want attention about it. I didn't tell people because you get everybody around you trying to hype you up. I didn't like that. I got in more fights that people didn't see.
Man, that's
in high school. Yeah, it was good because I didn't get suspended until my first suspension was instigating the fight.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I got in a fight.
I would say the only time I got into a fight, it was just playing around.
Yeah, slap boxing.
And we were slap boxing. And I jumped on the center's back, our basketball team. Next thing I know, he's backing up and my ass is through the wall in the lunchroom. So
damages. So you got in trouble for the damages.
Oh yeah, there's a hole this big in the lunchroom wall.
Now, did you sign it?
I should have.
You should have.
Yeah,
you should have.
I mean, there's my fame right there. After that, I was popular.
Yeah.
You just
it just takes that one incident.
If you want to go from nobody to being very popular, just have the center of the basketball team throw your ass through the wall. There's the trick.
I want to. Does the school have HR? I don't know.
Nah.
Maybe on the higher admin
You've been
side.
to school. I ain't got no HR.
I didn't know if there was an HR there or not.
I mean, I don't know. I remember back when I'm old enough. I remember in elementary school, there was still a paddle in our school.
Oh, dude, I remember the paddle. Second grade, I love Miss Mullen. I got in trouble on purpose.
Cause she whooped you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was cute too.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking in second grade. I didn't.
Second grade?
Harder.
So HR did step in at some point because ain't nobody getting spanked now.
Well, the problem is that you try to spank a kid now, they'll smack you back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's
and probably world. I don't mind it.
I believe we need to bring it back. I think legally we need, because look what happened in my life. I went from an angry inner city kid to a very compassionate, empathetic. Because you
got spanked, or because you met compassionate people?
No, I think it was discipline. You know my mom. Come on, Ryan.
Yeah. Well,
I had a fro.
That's a whole different thing, yo. Your mom spanked you with everything. Yeah. I remember
Switches, bridges, chords.
We got bean, green. Here, I got that. Hold up. Here we go.
So we're going to get real serious.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, dog, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rabbit, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, dog, beans, greens, potatoes.
It's the food, yo.
Hey,
it's the food edition. It's Thanksgiving this week, and I just want to jump into it because one of the things I'm grateful for is having you around.
I appreciate that, man.
For sure.
Likewise, ditto.
I mean, really, really, really. Like, it's been a good year, and it's been a productive year. Learned a lot, grown a lot. Excited for this coming year.
Yep.
2024 is going to be killer, man. For companies that are like, I want to grow a culture of good. The movement's growing. We've got our certification coming up. It's the only culture certification that I know of. There's all kinds of things that we can be certified in. But when it comes to being certified and bringing your soul to work and building and structuring a culture of good that impacts the employees, customers, and the community, that makes such a difference. And I think in 2024, as this movement's growing, this year was really laying a foundation. We had, I think, over 30, including the team we did in North Carolina. We had well over 30 certified culture champions that are back into their business, building a culture of good. They're building their culture team. They're building the strategies on engagement, the quarterly give back, companies that are giving back to community, and now they have an architecture to follow.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's beautiful.
Beautiful. So the foundation was really laid this year, and I can just see growth this coming year.
I'm excited.
And I'm hoping for growth for all of those that are listening in.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty. Every time I open up my laptop, my computer, whether it's an email, there's a lot of uncertainty with jobs, companies laying off, that fear, the unknown.
What were you saying? Like 90%?
90%. Yeah, they say 90% of employers are preparing for some form of layoffs
in this coming year.
But that's you look at industry. Industries are different. For instance, we know logistics companies right now. There's a struggle going on there.
Yeah, they're not laying anybody off. I mean, they'll probably lay people off after the holidays.
Yeah. And so it's kind of hit and miss.
Sorry, it just keeps popping back in. Shirley Caesar, like I need to come back into this conversation.
We get some food in our lives. Yeah, so there's just a lot of uncertainty, and I think, and I don't want to be one of those just positive people. George, you're so positive, you just don't.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of news and companies, there's this false fear of things, and although there is some changes in some landscapes, there's going to be some adapting. I think the best years is one of the best years in a lot of industries as well. We talk about some industries struggling, but technology's still growing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tech is huge. I mean, that's
of,
just going to keep growing.
Yeah. And so a lot of opportunities. Fear not.
We are with you.
have some faith, put some positive energies and vibes in the year.
And we've all experienced the ups and downs of business. And I think keeping your heart right through it all and ensuring that, like we talked about last week, man, knowing your why, being able to know not only what you do every single day in terms of a list of tasks, but knowing why you do them and having a sense of purpose and a sense of meaning and fulfillment. It leads to fulfillment, right?
Right.
We want that understanding that we're engaged to be effective and we're effective to be fulfilled. That's the progression. We want to be fulfilled in our work, to love who we are in what we do.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't love what we're doing in the moment. It's difficult, but loving who we are in it.
Yeah.
That's the key to loving work, loving life, finding that harmony. So so food, let's get to it, man.
We're going to talk about food and how it relates to the workplace, leadership culture.
Yeah. Just leadership lessons from Thanksgiving dinner, homie.
Yeah, just like we take it in. So we can go right off the bat. Let's talk about the main ingredient that 90% of Americans have on their Thanksgiving table. It's the turkey, right?
Turkey.
That's the biggest.
And that's the name of this episode is Don't Be a Turkey.
Don't be a turkey. Don't be a turkey. What do you think about when you think about turkey within leadership? Because I think about the preparation of the turkey. I brine my turkey.
Yeah.
It's a 24, 48 hour type preparation for it. So tonight is going to be unthawed. Tomorrow I'm gonna get into the brining process. And then Wednesday, I'm gonna let it sit out, dry it out, because you can't put your stuff on it.
So you're talking about strategy.
It's a strategy.
So turkey for you speaks a strategy. When I think of turkey, the first thing I think of is that phrase, you can't fly with the eagles if you're always hanging out with turkey.
That's true. But I mean, there's pre, and there's a post turkey situation. The pre is strategic.
Yeah.
There's strategy to it. Just as well prepared as a turkey is as a centerpiece on Thanksgiving, a strong leader is the focal point of a successful company. Having strategies. Now, providing that direction and guidance can be good, but you're thinking post. And the thing about the post turkey is that the post turkey puts a lot of people in a food coma. It's the turkey that causes that drowsiness and that.
Well, and I'm thinking preparation
too. Did I miss the first half of the football game?
Yeah, I mean the football game is just going to be what it is.
Yeah.
The turkey though, we back to the fried turkey. So with the fried turkey, if the oil is too hot, it ain't gonna work. If the oil's too cold, it's not going to work. You always talk about temperature control.
Yeah.
Be what? The thermostat, not the thermometer.
Yeah.
Don't just say what the temperature is, but be the thermostat. So the thermostat's really important with fried turkey.
Yeah.
As you mentioned earlier with all the videos.
It's important with the whole process, having a thermostat, because you pull that turkey out too soon, you're going to have a lot of sick people at your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get the right temperature.
I went to somebody's Thanksgiving one year.
The temperature is important.
And let me tell you something, that turkey was not done. And you got to have the right temperature. I'll tell you where to get a done turkey that all you got to do is throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
And you buy it's $99, man. Popeyes. You know Popeyes sells turkeys?
They do?
Yeah.
Popeyes chicken, Louisiana?
Popeyes turkeys, yo. They're already ready.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You just put me on.
I'm telling you, you got to order early though, and you got to find the Popeyes that aren't in the city because all those turkeys are gone.
Yeah.
Every Popeyes has a certain amount of turkeys.
So I got to go out to Carmel.
Nah, you can find, believe me, they got a fried turkey. If you got a Popeyes in Whiteland, they've got a turkey there.
That's true.
There's turkeys all up in that city.
But so when I think about this, you got to go to the right Popeyes.
That's
I'm walking into Popeyes.
No,
and I'm looking
they have them done. They make them, send them to the Popeyes.
Oh, see, that's too much for me. It's not as fresh.
Oh, dude.
I don't know. See, I was going to walk into the Popeyes and look at the cooks like it.
Oh, like they're going to drop a turkey down in for you there?
I thought they were cooking them there at the store.
Cajun. It's Cajun turkeys, yo.
Yeah.
Popeyes. You got to try it out. Anyway, the turkey, the temperature, man.
Yeah.
It's like culture is the temperature of your business.
Right.
And the leadership is a thermometer. Or the thermostat, right? Because the thermometer is just going to tell you it's 70 degrees and can't tell you what to do about it.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
That's a thermometer. The thermostat's going to change and be able to say, okay, I want it to be 75, 80, right? So, or 65. How do you like it at your house? Hot, cold?
Nah, I hate the heat. I'd rather be cuddled in our blanket.
See, I'm learning about you just talking about turkey.
Yeah, you know what I ordered the other day? Shout out to my best friend Jennifer. She ordered me a heated vest because we're talking about you have outdoor football games.
Talk about the one of those.
The Snuggies? I do have one of those.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I got a Buckeye Snuggie.
You got a Buckeye. So why don't you just wear that to the Michigan game? We all need a picture of that. Everybody on Champion Culture, we're waiting for a picture of George.
See, I'm
Ohio State Snuggie.
I'm a smart Buckeye. After what we're gonna do Saturday, I don't want to have a bright red shirt.
You don't want to be associated.
I'm gonna have my church finger up, singing and whispering, we don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. Whole state of Michigan. Whole state of Michigan. We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan because we are from Ohio. And that's what I'm going to shout. We're from Ohio. O-H!
I don't know that'll go over well either.
Ohio! Then I'm in my Tesla and we're going. 0 to 60.
You're going to wait till the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm smart.
Yeah.
But I'm having on my Tesla speakers because I can talk in the car and have a megaphone outside.
Yeah.
So
the turkey's the the temperature. To me, that's what I'm thinking.
Got to set the temp.
You got to get it right. You got to get the culture right. If not, you get to work, everybody's a cold turkey or everybody's a hot turkey. We don't want that, man. We want it to be just perfect.
Don't ruin. Don't be the turkey
or a dry
turkey.
Dry turkey where you just come into work and everybody's just like, you ain't got no love or personality or happiness for nobody. You just look dry. Have you ever bit into some dry ass turkey?
Yeah, I have.
So
I never went back to the house before.
Yeah, so disappointing.
People are like, George been to our house? You know what we're really talking about bad turkey and bad food in general. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah, about
bad food. So I was a pastor,
right?
And I won't say the church, but I was a pastor of a church. And you can't. I'm just very like, if I haven't been to your house and seen your kitchen and checked your microwave out, because that's like everybody cleans their kitchen, but not a lot of people clean a microwave. I know.
I've been seeing a lot of videos after you said that of you need to clean your microwave.
So I don't eat everybody's food. Now I had some great cooks in a lot of churches.
Yeah.
That I had, and good food, solid food, questionable food as well. But I couldn't lie as a pastor, because they're like, how do you like my plate?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
I ain't eat that. You can't say that. You can't break
right.
So one of my armor bearers, my right-hand guys, he says, all right, pastor, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We get this trash can and I want you to name it.
I
was like, all right, what are we gonna name it? He's like, however, whatever you say about good food. I was like, so I named my trash can. On the inside of it, it said hit the spot.
It hit the spot.
So whenever somebody gave me food and I didn't want it, I just throw it in the trash can and then come up to me and be like, hey, pastor, how did you like that food? I said, oh, baby, it hit the spot.
Yeah. And that was the spot.
And it hit the spot.
Yeah.
I didn't lie.
Hey,
you can't eat everybody's
that's
food.
A great Thanksgiving.
Sometimes you got to throw away bad culture
for people,
you got to throw away bad culture.
Well, that's a whole thing because we always talk about what we need to start.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to hit a week on what we need to stop.
Yeah.
Stop being a turkey, yo.
Stop being a job turkey.
So what's another food item on Thanksgiving? Because my Thanksgiving is like we talked about last week, soul food.
So this is the line. For me, it's dressing. For some people, they call it stuffing.
Yeah.
Right.
Dressing.
But the dressing, it brings all those flavors together. Right. I love my grandma's dressing. My cousin Martina, she's the only person right now that makes my dressing.
Yeah.
My wife can make good dressing. Now she, over the course of 3 or 4 years, the first one was like, she'll tell you, I don't know what that was.
It was a box,
but she got it now.
It was a box and some water.
Oh no, she sold it up,
legit,
but it was a little overcooked.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she.
There we go again.
She didn't add enough egg. The cornbread wasn't the right mix. Like,
right.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into dressing. Now, stuffing, that's the box stuff.
Yeah.
Dressing, dressing is what Mama Nim. This Qatar mom probably use this phrase. Dressing is one of those dishes you got to put your foot in it.
Yeah, Mama Betty puts her foot in all of it.
Yeah.
And this year she's complaining and don't want to cook nothing.
Oh man,
shout out to Mama Betty, but she don't want to cook nothing.
Mama Betty, come on, Mama Betty.
Mama Betty needs to listen to Shirley Caesar one good time.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
Listen, that dressing. So she makes oyster dressing.
Oh man,
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a whole thing. And to your point, like
it's diverse.
The idea for me around dressing, if we were to talk about it in a leadership context, is like the what you put into it, the ingredients you put into it is the taste you get back out of it. That's the difference between dressing and stuffing. Stuffing is like someone got the idea sticking some breadcrumbs up inside of the turkey.
I don't know what that is.
But the dressing, like that, just soaks everything in, and it also has all the ingredients that you need to bring all that flavor back out of it. Speaks to me of the diversity and inclusion of the team, and just equitable. Like what are we adding to the dressing? Like, what's the dressing of your culture? When I taste the culture, does it taste like dried up stuffing, or is it that moist dressing, man, that's like got all the goodness in it?
Brings different flavors, man.
Oh God, man,
like,
my mouth is watering talking about dressing.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited. I feel like a good leader really integrates that diverse perspectives and strengths within the team to create that what we like to call harmony. Right? Getting that creative harmony within the work environment where people are just connecting with each other. Like, we look a little bit different, but man, if you put us together, it's good enough to smack your mama. Like, that's another good phrase. Like, mama put her foot in it, but this is so good, I want to smack my mama. The dressing is important because the dressing meshes with so much. It meshes with the turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, if turkey is leadership, dressing is the culture. It's the employees bringing their soul to work.
It's like the team.
It's the team. Man. And you have one bad onion or green onion are not enough. Green onion.
You can taste it.
Or cornbread.
You can taste it.
You can taste it.
So what kind of cornbread did you grow up eating?
So we had 3 dishes. As I got older, it kind of grew. Grandma, it was just traditional. But you had your turkey stuffing, your chicken stuffing.
Right.
Some people put chicken in there. My cousin Martina does shrimp dressing.
Shrimp dressing.
Dressing. I said stuffing. See, that's the dressing. Shrimp dressing.
Interesting.
So, seafood dressing is what she called it. Yeah. So
what about the cornbread?
See, the cornbread.
Okay, so the cornbread wasn't separate from the.
No, the cornbread is part of the dressing mix.
Okay, so
you got to cook the cornbread.
Okay. Well, absolutely.
And it's not like a normal cornbread. This is like buttery and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to have that mush because that's the buildup for the dressing.
Now, did you ever have?
You have cornbread.
Okay.
But you also have hot water cornbread. So we had 2 cornbreads.
Okay, so you have had hot water cornbread.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can't come from Naptown and not have hot water cornbread.
I didn't know.
The only time you don't have hot water cornbread is because you didn't have a stove in your house, but you had mom and them, an uncle, auntie, the adopted cousin, like, man, you got somebody
okay,
has hot water cornbread.
I'm gonna make you some hot water cornbread.
And what's horrible is that if you think that hot water cornbread is pancake and you put syrup on it, you highly disappointed. It's different. It looked like a pancake.
Yeah. But it's already got some sweetness to it because hot water cornbread has a little sugar.
Yeah.
And you get that and you have the.
So you say you know how to make hot water cornbread?
I do know how to make hot water cornbread.
You got a little soul power? What kind of power you got, right?
I got Mama Betty soul power.
You got soul power.
Yeah. You don't want me putting my foot in the food.
Yeah, you need a pedicure first. Hey, you know, that's another thing. Growing up, I always looked at black women's feet.
Yeah.
If they didn't have a bunion or 2, they couldn't cook.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that how it was?
If they didn't wobble while they walk,
well,
I don't know.
I'm starting to grow a bunion myself. So.
There you go. Hey, your grandma had bunions.
And that's ever since I started.
My mama toes look like gang signs. Shout out to my mom.
she was a Crip on one side and a blood on the other. Yeah. Her feet was always trying to start a gang fight.
They bring out the trees grater like.
Man, have you seen those TikTok videos?
Yeah.
You don't want to get into that. Look like Dumb and Dumber.
Let's not talk about food and foot.
I don't know what it is. Yeah. But the hot water cornbread is ideal, but it's got it. There's almost this moment where you understand that like a good leader has to really balance the pressure on a team, and also the support. So like with the hot water cornbread, there's cold and hot involved. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we talked about it several weeks ago, like having that constructive feedback, but also what does that look like? That looks like constructive support. So it's not only feedback where we're like, okay, these are the areas that you could grow in, but it's also what is the support I'm giving you? And that kind of like it's a little bit of a reach, but with the hot water cornbread, that kind of got into mine. There's this hot and cold involved in it that just has to be perfect, where it's not going to be right. And it's like, as a leader, we're constantly trying to find that harmony or within ourselves to say, okay, how far do I push my people?
Yeah.
Where it's not a push. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where it is an encouragement of growth, where it's a support. And sometimes it feels like a push, and sometimes we have to push, and there's a pull. Yeah. Right. So the push is, we need to get this done, but the pull is, hey, let's come together. Yeah. And let's do this as a team. Right. If there's only push and no pull, then you gotta have hot water cornbread. You gotta have the push and the pull.
You gotta have the push and pull. I like that. That's good.
The push and the pull, man.
Yeah. There's got to be balance. There's got to be
give
balance.
And take. The give
you got to
and
give
take.
and take. And you got to flip at the right time.
Yeah, you really do.
You got to know
if
when
you
to
keep
flip
pushing and you don't pull, then what happens is you push people away. Yeah. And then you have a degree of separation. So
you got to balance that too, because you can't do it too much. Too much push all the time. Like, you got to know, all right, this is a time where I can push my people. Yeah. Right. This is a time where I need to pull them back together. Yeah. This is a time where I just need to let them know that I trust them.
Yeah. To do what they do.
Trust them in the process.
Because sometimes we pull too much too. Yeah. You know, those leaders that all they want to do is be a best friend. They can't ever sit down and say, hey, we need to change this. We need to do this better. But when we talk, we need to do this better. Yeah. You notice with like the culture of good, I'm not going to come to you and say, hey, George, you need to do that better. We need to do this better. Yeah, we're doing this together, yo. Yeah, yeah. Yep. You know, it's a mentality. Yeah. We talk about the communication piece all the time. The way you communicate, how you communicate, why you communicate, the importance of those things. Yeah, and the difference between you versus we speaks volumes. Yeah, right. When it's that rule we used to have it in retail. You know, we win together, never lose alone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something goes wrong, something's bad, something's not working, you got to throw that piece of hot water cornbread away because it's not making it to the pan. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, sometimes you just got to pull that. Hey, this ain't working. Let's get rid of this. Yeah. Yeah. But what happened? Is the temperature right? Is the mix right? Did we just not pay attention? And we don't stop cooking. Right. We look at what we did and we reevaluate, reassess, and try again. Yeah. That's the way to go. Yeah. Can't wait. But man, you get that hot water cornbread just right, change your life, man. Yeah.
Now, what do you have with your hot water cornbread?
Collard greens.
Yeah, there you go.
We're red hot.
Now, that's another thing. Are you Frank's? Or are you Louisiana? What kind of hot sauce do you have? Frank's.
Yeah. I mean, I put any hot sauce on it, but my first experience with hot sauce on greens was Frank's. Yeah. So that I just kind of stick with that. Yeah. But I can put Tabasco. Yeah. Tabasco is a little too much of the.
It's got a weird twang to it. Well, I'm a Frank's or Louisiana guy.
There's too much vinegar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is okay. So here's a trick though. You can use that Tabasco as an ingredient when you're cooking if you need to add a little bit of that tanginess to it. That's where it gets really good. But so you're a Frank's or you're a
I like Louisiana. It goes back, but Louisiana hot sauce.
Louisiana? Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I went down south, that was like what everybody used.
Oh, okay.
And I don't mind it too much. Yeah.
I heard sriracha.
You know what's weird down south? Can I mention something now that I'm talking about this down south hot sauce? Yeah. I went to a house, man. They put their hot sauce in the refrigerator. Do you do that? Ain't that against the law? You put your hot sauce in the refrigerator? You like cold hot sauce?
Not necessarily like cold hot sauce, but
I don't put my hot sauce in the refrigerator.
I think you're supposed to.
Nah, I ain't never met a black family in the hood that had hot sauce in the refrigerator, bro.
I gotta go home and take all my hot sauce out and clean my microwave, homie.
You know what I'm saying? you know what else is funny?
Are you serious? I thought hot sauce is supposed to be. I think it says it on there. Keep refrigerated.
Read it.
I guess it's true. I
all my deacons in my church made it to 90 and 102.
Maybe that's the
hot sauce is in the closet.
Maybe that's the trick.
The hot sauce is in the closet, and you got to twist it. And then if you like me, you got to get a napkin to wipe the top.
Because it's all dried up.
They don't wipe the top off. I'm OCD about it. It's got to be clean. But yeah,
this would be a good thing. I want to know who out there has tasted the best hot sauce.
Yeah. What's your best hot sauce?
Best hot sauce is a good thing to post out there. We'll check it out because I want to buy some tonight before we get eaten tomorrow. So post it out there. Second thing. We should do that. So Scott and I did the hot sauce challenge.
Oh man.
Have you seen those?
I know that they took the one chip challenge off the table. It's gone.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But the hot sauce challenge, we took a chip and we just dripped one drip on the chip and tried to eat it.
I might have some specialty sauce.
Scott was laid out on the. Have you seen that video? It's on YouTube. Him and I in the Volkswagen van.
Oh, we got to put that up. That's coming next week. We gotta bring out the.
So we created this for a big sales rally. We had 1,200 employees coming into Indianapolis, and we created this video. Guess who shot it? Brenna.
Oh.
Brenna shot the video, and halfway through us eating the hot sauce, getting to the hottest ones, she looked down and said, "Oh, the camera shut off earlier. We're going to have to do that all over again."
Oh, no.
I kid you not, yo.
Oh, man.
So we started the hot sauce challenge all over again.
Brenna
we were committed to it, yo. By the end of it, Scott literally told me to call 911.
Oh, wow.
I didn't, because I was hoping maybe I could take over the whole company. No, but seriously, like we were ready to just call the ambulance. It felt like I had eaten a bowl full of fire ants and they were in my stomach destroying me. That's what it did.
Man. That is
so hot sauce.
Hot sauce. You got to have hot sauce.
Do you want to do that? Would you do the hot sauce challenge with me if we did it on Champion Your Culture, the podcast?
See, I used to love hot stuff, and as I've gotten older, hot sauce doesn't love me back.
What do you mean?
It doesn't love me back.
Well, this hot sauce wouldn't. The hot sauce wouldn't have loved you back anyway.
Yeah.
This hot.
I'm down though.
You down?
I mean, Dexter and Amber probably ain't gonna like it. I'm gonna have to stay at your house
for about 3 weeks,
2 or 3 days. Don't go in there about 3 or 4.
We'll rent an Airbnb.
That's funny. What other Thanksgiving dish do you have?
Well, collard greens, we talked about it, and for me, it's just when I think about collard greens, I've had a lot of collard greens. There's only so many ways to do it. You don't want to chop it up too much. Yeah. I don't want it to taste like.
Can't be out of the can, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta get the fresh
can. Nah.
And don't put dish soap in the collard greens to clean them. You gotta just use
dish soap.
Yeah, you ain't seen those videos.
People use dish soap on their greens.
They're cleaning their greens. They got dish soap. They got bleach. They like rinsing them in the sink. And
okay, I just
you got to talk to the people, bro.
White people, we got to do better. We have got to do better. All right, like it doesn't take much. Pull the stems off.
Yeah.
Keep them fresh. Get the right kind of water to boil them in, sir. Right?
Yeah.
And then what do you have to do? Get that Joel bacon.
Yeah.
The Joel bacon is what changes everything. Ham hock. You could use a turkey neck.
Bacon grease.
Turkey ass.
Yeah.
What is it? Turkey booty.
Turkey booty.
Have you heard of turkey booty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You throw some turkey booty in your greens. Man, so good. Get all that smokiness. But Joel bacon is what Mama Betty uses.
I want to go home right now and eat. So we talked about that. What else do you have?
Mac and cheese.
Ooh.
This has got to be right or it's way wrong. And there's only, if you know how to make mac and cheese and you're the one person in your family, that's what your responsibility is. You're not supposed to touch anything else but the mac. Am I right?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese is the one thing that's like that one person. My sister Rachel, shout out to Rachel. She used to make the mac and cheese, right? Because she could slam on it.
Yeah.
But not everybody can slam on
some mac I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
If you put up your Christmas lights before Thanksgiving, I bet your mac and cheese is dry. all those people trying to go from Halloween and put up their Christmas lights. I'm looking at their house and I'm like, I ain't going there by Thanksgiving. Because I like to go with Thanksgiving. I got a tour.
Right.
I do a Thanksgiving tour. Like I hosted at our house at 3.
Yeah.
But I do a pre-tour. Hey, I gotta go,
Yeah.
And get in there and get what you gotta get and take what you gotta take. And then get back to your house. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
That's the important piece about Thanksgiving. We got to end
kicking everybody out.
No, it's the preparations of what you bring.
I thought you meant trying to get your family to leave.
I call it the duh.
Yeah, you don't want to feed people too well, because if you feed them too well, then they want leftovers at midnight. Hey, you got to send the leftovers home.
No, that's why you set the temperature. It gets cold in my house. They stay too long.
Yeah, it's
cold right now. I'm in Indianapolis now, so it's a little bit colder than down south. But down south, I turn up to eat. They'd be like, "What's wrong?" Like, you gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, that's right.
But now that we're in Indiana, it's gonna get cold. I'm gonna have it at 67 to 69. That's about as high as it gets in my house.
You know the key of getting people out of your house faster?
What's that? Boiled eggs, chillins.
No, Well, yeah, chitlins will really get them. They won't even show up.
Yeah.
if your house smell like chitlins when I come and don't smell like turkey, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Yeah, no chitlins allowed in my house.
The best way to get people out of your house is have doggy bags and doggy boxes like a restaurant.
Okay.
And about 3 hours after everybody eats, say, hey, I just want to let everybody know I bought these so that you can go ahead and grab your food. And then everybody starts grabbing their food.
Yeah.
But if not, no one knows where to put all the leftovers.
Oh, see,
you don't even send the leftovers home with people. You keep them all.
So I was going to end with this, but I'm going to give it to you now.
If you give it to me.
The number one rule to all Thanksgiving meals is that you got to take the plate before the plate. So my Aunt Helen, rest in peace to my Aunt Helen.
Yeah.
It's called the duh.
Okay.
That's that my Aunt Helen said.
Tell me about the duh.
The duh, D-U-H.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate Helen. My Aunt Helen brought her own to go. She had aluminum foil and to go boxes in her car.
So she brought them with her.
The duh rule of Helen is that you fix the plate to go first.
Interesting.
Yeah. You got to get what you need for tomorrow first, because who knows in our family if it's going to be any leftovers.
Man, that is
so you fix the plate to go first. You fix your to go plate first. You can't let certain people see it. Like in our house, growing up, you couldn't let grandma see that you fixing the to go plate, because she was fixing her to go plate. She's fixing her boyfriend to go plate. And if that person ain't in the house, that person ain't eating. That's grandma's rule. So you had to sneak around the back door while somebody.
This is a leadership lesson in itself.
Yeah.
To play the long game.
To play the long game, you got to take the to-go plate first. Put that underneath the back seat of your car.
We're going to call
that
underneath
there.
Duh principle.
The duh principle.
Don't underestimate Helen.
Don't underestimate Helen.
In your culture, duh.
There's that one person.
Yeah, pack your food. Pack your food.
They're going to be prepared.
Pack your food for tomorrow and eat today's food today, so that you have food tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you eat all the food today, and then what do you got? Scraps.
And everybody's coming because you don't know who's coming on Thanksgiving. That door just swings.
That's a good leadership lesson.
You know what I'm saying? The door just swings. You don't know, man. All that turkey, all that mac and cheese. If it's smacking, macking, like it's moist.
If you're macking, it's smacking,
dude. If it makes that noise. You got the
it does. Hey,
you gotta that mac and cheese ain't lasting all day.
Nah. So
the green bean casserole, whatever's in that's probably gonna last.
So that's my skip. I like green bean casseroles, but that's something that I grew up in the fellowship hall at the church.
That's the church.
Yeah, nobody want no green bean casserole. Listen, if you got a casserole, the only casserole I like is a sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
Qatar makes sweet potato casserole. It's got it's real sweet. It's got marshmallows on top. You know what I'm saying?
Pecans in there.
Yeah, pecans. That's like a sweet potato casserole. That's cool. Yeah. Green bean casserole, keep that shit at home.
Yeah.
Don't even bring it to my house.
It's not on Thanksgiving. That's a Sunday meal.
Yeah, that's down the road, yo.
Yeah, no casserole.
Don't even bring that for Christmas. Don't bring it for Halloween. Don't bring it for nothing.
Yeah, bring it for the spot. It's gonna hit the spot in my house.
Hit the spot. That's right.
What is one dish? I want to ask the audience for those who listen to it live as we're wrapping up. What is one dish that you love, and what's one dish that you say, get that out of here?
Do you eat cranberry sauce?
Get that out of here.
I like cranberry. Well, here's the deal.
That's just not me.
Real cranberry sauce, not the can.
Not the can.
The real sauce.
I can. So I can't eat it by itself. You gotta be able to mix it.
Yeah, because it's got that tangy
stuff. I just don't like the tangy. Now it belongs on the Thanksgiving table.
Right.
It's there. It makes the table if it's fresh cranberry.
If it's fresh cranberry, and I like to mix it in with turkey. I mix it in with mashed potato. Mashed potatoes is a thing, yeah. I like mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
If you mess up
white gravy or brown gravy?
That's a good question.
Or no gravy.
Mama Betty always made brown gravy.
Yeah.
But it's homemade. It ain't out of a jar.
Yeah, you can't do that.
None of that shit.
Yeah. Amber doesn't do that either. We got fresh gravy.
It's all real. It's all real.
You gotta have brown gravy.
Now, as we kind of close out the meal.
Yeah.
The dessert is because I don't eat pumpkin pie all year long, but man, pumpkin pie is really my thing. Now, Katara loves
sweet potato pie. She makes the casserole, sweet potato.
She makes a sweet potato casserole. She likes sugar cream pie.
Okay.
Yeah. Sugar cream pie is what she grew up with.
You know what I gotta have?
What?
Banana pudding.
Man, Qatar's cousin Yolanda. Shout out to Yolanda. It was just her 50th birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
A couple days ago. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Shout out to Yolanda. She makes the best.
Yeah. My mom. See, my grandma made the best banana pudding. Okay. And what I discovered, I didn't even know this, but my grandma actually gave Amber her banana pudding recipe.
Oh, really?
My mom and Amber have it.
Oh, that's nice.
It's different. Now, this is what's different about me. I'm weird. If you come to my house and I ask Amber to make me banana pudding, it doesn't have bananas in it.
Interesting.
I like fresh cut bananas because if you let the banana sit in there,
it gets
after 2 days, it gets like brown and mushy and the banana pudding is over. But if you cut your fresh bananas, when we get it, we have a normal banana pudding for everybody to eat that day, a small pan.
Yeah.
But then in my house, there's a spot.
What about the wafers?
Oh yeah.
The vanilla wafers?
Yeah.
You have to, man.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of them too.
Yeah. And that's another thing.
It's like a lasagna.
That's another thing that has to be on the side a little bit though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you want that layer where it's all.
I don't mind that smush. Okay. The bananas is just it gets that brown.
Yeah.
So I don't mind smushiness. I'm a smushy guy, right? I don't know
you are mushy.
I'm a mushy and smushy guy.
Yeah.
I'm just a loving guy.
Turn the heat down and start to get smushy.
Turn the lights down low. But I like the little mush, man. Yeah. The thing about pumpkin pie though, because I do like pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. It's like there's a dessert before the dessert.
Yeah.
For me, I gotta go sweet potato first, banana pudding, and then pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Pumpkin pie is the grand finale.
Yeah, and then at night, then you get the warm apple pie with a scoop of ice cream.
You are absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? You got it's that we have football, so there's TVs in every room.
Yeah.
And so it's like you got to get your plate, to-go plate, put that away, come back in, get your normal plate. Go small. Don't go heavy on the first plate.
Yeah.
Go small so you can hear me get that down because the quicker you get that down, you get to go to the sweet potato and then the banana pudding. Oh, man. Now, I also, after the apple pie and so you go sweet potato, banana pudding, pumpkin pie.
And then
wait a couple hours.
Apple pie with the ice cream.
Apple pie with a scoop of ice cream.
With all that.
And then you get your little warm cup of coffee, dirt pudding, because I'm an Oreo guy.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm 5 desserts in. I ain't gonna lie, man.
This is a leadership lesson of how to celebrate finishing well.
You got to finish well.
You finish dinner.
It's not well. You finish swell.
Swelled up.
Swell.
How to finish swell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you finished dinner. You've completed the task, and now it's like dessert.
Yeah.
Swell.
Yeah, so I'll start my diet next week.
I think we're all starting a diet next week.
Yeah, but it's got to be like 5 days after Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is beautiful because you have meals after the meals. You got turkey sandwiches for lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got turkey Manhattans you can do.
Not
Saturday. So Friday or Saturday, you make turkey Manhattans. I like fresh mashed potatoes, so the mashed potatoes got to go. I don't do leftovers mashed potatoes.
Right.
I like them. Well, sometimes you can, but Amber,
you like them fresh.
My wife, she doesn't. We have a thing. We don't use used food. Now I grew up eating leftovers for a few days or maybe a month. Depends on if it was chili, frozen, vegetables. We had it spam in the can.
Right.
We ate the same stuff.
Fried spam is delicious.
Fried bologna.
Fried bologna is great.
Make the bubble pop up and then pop it in the middle. But Amber doesn't like used food. So fresh mashed potatoes usually take you nice. And there's a certain piece of bread. And I ain't gonna lie, I got to call Mama Sue down in Nashville. Mama Sue makes this special bread for grilled cheese sandwiches. And it's thick, man. It's beautiful. I love grilled cheese sandwiches. And we use the same bread now for our Manhattans. It's real thick, plump. And then you take your turkey. And I got a Blackstone, so I take my turkey and sometimes because it's already sliced, I just put it on the Blackstone, put a little butter down, and flip the turkey over. You know what I'm saying? Cover it up, let it steam, and then put it on the Manhattan, and then mashed potatoes on top of it, and you smack your mama again. Smoked Manhattan turkey.
End up smacking you if you make it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got turkey sandwiches for lunch. You
start cooking like that, I'm gonna start calling you mama.
Yeah,
That sounds delicious, Papa G
in the house
cooking it up, homie.
So you got all those things. The desserts are important though.
Yeah.
I love the pumpkin pie.
That's kind of like the leadership piece of it's just celebrating and like something sweet to look forward to.
Yeah.
I think we have to have that because there's got to be a motivator in our work, in like the daily stuff we have to get done. You know what I'm saying? And we're sometimes work feels like work.
Yeah.
And you love it and you love people that are around you. It's still work. Yeah. And during those times, it's like really good to know there's something sweet at the end of it, whether it's a perk, a bonus, a party, something, you know. Obviously we don't want to say, hey, the company made an extra $1 million, we're going to have a pizza party to celebrate. That's ridiculous. But when we're able to recognize and reward, it brings that sweetness into our leadership. That's like, okay, this leader is able to recognize what it means to add that sweetness into the culture. We all need that pumpkin pie, man.
We need that pumpkin pie.
I don't know if we need the 5 desserts.
Oh, but you gotta have options. You gotta get options. You gotta. I mean, I'm not even a huge apple pie guy. My favorite part about the apple pie is not even the apples. I like the crust and the sauce.
You do?
Yeah. I'll scoop the apples to the side, and I'll take my ice cream and I'll dip it in that sauce with a piece of crust.
Yeah.
And
that caramel sauce.
Yeah, it's just that sauce and that crunch. Yeah,
man,
that's what I like the most about that.
We got to jump off of this because I got some cooking to do this evening.
So that's important. But I'll end it with this: the desserts. The desserts to me is accomplishments.
Yeah,
like you need leaders that's going to be like, hey, this after all is said and done, you finish your plate, you've accomplished good culture, you hit your numbers. That dessert in the workplace is the accomplishments, like recognition and appreciation.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah. It's
so instead of pizza parties, throw dessert party. You want to see your people get excited? Don't just bring food trucks. Don't bring food trucks. Yeah. Bring ice cream trucks and dessert trucks, elephant ears. Well, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
shout out to the team at Round Room that does all the food trucks.
They're always throwing food trucks out front.
Elephant ears
will be a thing.
Hey, I don't know who's in charge of putting the food trucks out there, but if they bring an elephant ear,
I don't know how that helps the health of our employees, but
hey, we got a gym.
That's true. That's true.
There's no excuse.
We went from Thanksgiving to elephant ears. We just all about it.
I might make elephant ears tomorrow.
I don't. Maybe turkey ears. Call them turkey ears. They're this big.
Yeah, we can do that.
Why don't you fry up some turkey legs, man?
Yeah, we would do some turkeys.
Anyway, listen, this has been fun. Fun. And I'm hoping everyone has an awesome Thanksgiving. This has been a tremendous year. We've done a episode of Champion Your Culture, I think, every week.
Yep.
This year.
Yep.
Pretty wild, man.
We got a few.
That's not even real wood.
Yeah, it's not a supply.
I don't think we have real wood in this office. Everything looks fake. Oh, here's real wood.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're knocking on wood, and we're continuing this, and we're hoping that all of you stay connected and engage with Culture of Good. January 23rd and 24th is going to be like coming together, putting our foot into the culture.
Yeah.
Bring your soul to work. Create some soul food in your business where people are connecting with their soul, not just with their head, but also with their heart.
Right.
You bring your head and your heart together. That's your soul. Yeah. That's what we're saying. It makes sense. It also brings fulfillment. That's what we want to see on January 23rd and 24th. That is our culture certification. Jump on cultureofgood.com, and that's where you can find out information about that. Connect with us on this podcast, and also just listen to previous weeks, man. Some people think we only go live, but it's up there.
It's up there. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, and on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel, and you can find it there as well. We appreciate everybody for joining us this week. I'm George Rogers, my homie.
But before we go, do you want to dance off a little bit?
Should we end with the song?
Yeah, I think we should just end with
Look! I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You name it! You name it!
Let's I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, beans, greens. Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us on Champion Your Culture podcast today.
We're so excited that you're here and want to invite you to connect with us. You can watch the show weekly on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn, and listen anywhere you get podcasts.
Subscribe today to get new relevant content each week on how to champion yourself and your team. Thanks again for listening to Champion Your Culture.